Well, today we'll look at Dirty House by Adjaye. It is a studio home he designed for Noble and Webster in East London in 2002. Dirty House bears many of what have come to be known as Adjaye's trademarks because of its chantervert roof appears to float in space. The building's exterior was painted the color of David's skin, said by Webster. It looks dark and foreboding from the street. However, the inside part, the space is bright, white, and airy. Biodata on David Adjaye. David Adjaye is a Tanzanian-born black architect who provides services to British architecture. So, where is Tanzania? It is a part of Africa. David Adjaye is born in 1966. He is the son of a Ghanaian diplomat and he moved to Britain at 9 and was privately educated. He actually earned a bachelor at London South Bank University and graduated with a master from Royal College of Art. Nowadays, he lives between New York and London. About his career, Adjaye has designed various kinds of building types which includes of the Nobel Peace Center in Oslo, home for a Nobel Peace Prize winner in Ghana, the Moscow School of Management, and many more. During 2009, he was selected to have the largest and the most prestigious project of his career, which involved of designing the 500 million Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture, where it is likely to be the last major building to be erected on the National Mall in Washington.
Okay, so now we have understood a little about David Adjaye, so let's continue on some of his famous artwork on public building design. The Nobel Peace Center. The architecture and themes of peace is sometimes columns in serene places as in traditional Japanese gardens. The purpose of the center is to introduce visitors to the history of Nobel Peace Prize and host temporary installation revealing aspects of war and peace and the struggle for human rights around the world. The site for this project is a small train station. Adjaye and his firm were not permitted to make any major changes to the landmark protected structure. So they took advantage of the urban space outside the building, placing a pavilion right in the path of dignitaries walking to the Nobel Peace Center. The pavilion is a tube-like box called canopy, a rectangular sleeve of sandblasted aluminium with a curved floor and ceiling. Canopy remains open along its two longer sides. The structure is spaced with many small holes portrays the world continent. Its holes, representing major population centers, glows with red or green light depending on that site's peaceful or warring status. Each puncture also emits sound of a voice speaking in the respective city's language. Another design is the Ideal Store in Cribb Street. The public library will claim that nobody will be using them. Thus, the Libraries Association decided to make a drastic changes. Libraries are replaced with 7 ideal stores that puts a sitting area, reference and info area, surfing area, children's library, adults library, and lastly event class and reading group area. The ideal store is a unique environment that provides a one-stop shop for learning, entertainment, and fun. It caters for people of all ages and backgrounds by combining traditional libraries facility with opportunities of lifelong learning, with free access to computers and internet in a bright, accessible modern space.
Hi guys, my name is Theo. I'm here to talk about the design of the Dirty House. And this is the hand-drawn design diagram by David Adjaye himself about the design idea of Dirty House. First of all, I will start off with the exterior of Dirty House. Dirty House was a warehouse long ago, and now it has become a very famous and unique studio with African style after the renovation by David Adjaye. With the new brightly illuminated roof with floating effect crowns the entire building. The square windows. The color of the building was bold and striking, which was refreshing to see and feel good experience. And also, it is able to increase the mystery of the building and unique compared to the building around it. Original windows was sealed up and replaced with mirrored glass at the ground floor. And for the interior of Dirty House, with many square holes on the wall. Interior at the second floor and the living area show floor. And lastly, this is the view from the balcony.
Looking at the exterior building structure of the Dirty House, merely outline the front door can be seen. It is designed to be in harmony between the wall and the door, with matching grayness and roughness. This imitates an industrial entrance rather than a domestic one. On the higher level, 3 windows stand in a line, revealing deep window openings. Viewing from the Whitby Street or the south elevation, there seems to be a wider service door leading towards the garage of the house, along with another 3 windows besides it. In the west elevation, a cuboid beside it acting as an addition to the building, as is the exterior of the building's backyard. Graphite wall and gate suggest that vacant space lies behind it. Because it was a demolished building, there will be some work done on it to meet the requirement of the artist's client needs. Thus, the first floor and the internal column was removed, creating a double-story space for the studio. The plan for the top floor was for the client's personal space, being that it is surrounded on the south and west sides by the roof terrace and the main bedroom, by comprise of the floor to the ceiling glazing to support the roof, together extending wall to form parapet for the top floor, creating a central position for the living area inside glass pavilion with deck veranda enclosed with balustrade. The double-height lobby area painted in white form a contrast to the dull exterior, creating a barrier between the street and the studio, which is reached via an office. The office is a much smaller scale of the main studio as it is to carry out lighter projects. Massive scale studio is mainly used to create large sculptural works, occasionally being referred as the clean and dirty studio, with the garden being right outside it. Taking the stairs up from the lobby brings you to the first floor. Reaching the top floor, the main open living area could be inside, gives off a secretive experience along with the secluded bedroom. The door painted white camouflaged with the white walls, making the room disappear from sight of living area. And the decking creates a direct relationship between the interior and immediate exterior veranda.
There are various materials used in this building. On the top level of the building is where the balcony is. In all areas of the balcony is covered with treated softwood timber decking, while the windows is made out of double glazed units. On the exterior of the building, it is painted with anti-vandal paint so no intruders could climb up the building. While in the interior of the building, the windows are also made up of double glazed units with structural galvanized mullions. Columns of steel structures in the inside of the external walls reinforce the existing walls and support the top floor. Besides that, there is a roof light where natural lights can go into the house. The Dirty House is also known for its cantilevered roof, where it seems like the roof is floating.